Hey everyone, so we're here, we're on board as you can see, but we're not moving yet because apparently, why is it whenever we're going to go on a trip there's a storm? So this one, there's a strong wind that is pushing us against the quay, and so they can't struggle their way off it, so we're stuck, we're pinned to the quayside. And so we can't set sail, if that's the right word, on a ship without sails until this evening about 10 o'clock. But I mean, everything's open and, you know, the restaurants are open as normal, but we're just not moving. And when we do, it's going to be very choppy, which makes me very happy because I like it like that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of movement. And he said there's going to be 2 turns where it will feel like the ship is listing, but we're not to worry. Good times, good times. So yeah, we're still stuck in England right at the minute. But yeah, so we've had a little explore. Don't know our way around yet. But I think by the end of the trip, we'll just start to. And that'll be too late then. This is as good a light as I can get. Because they're very oppressive, the lights in here. If I turn it up anymore, it's just a bit too much. But and my eye is a lot better today. Although I haven't been putting my stuff on. I put it on this morning, but with all of the moving around and unpacking and everything else, I haven't had chance to do it. But we've got TV and we've got the BBC News World Service. That's about it. I guess we can pay for stuff like videos and things like that, but obviously we don't need anything like that at the minute. We've got a nice balcony. It's quite a size. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, and we've got 2 sort of chairs that have footstools, so if you want you can sit out there, put your feet up, have a drink, and you have a table, so that's quite nice. I would do a little tour around, but it's dark now. I'm being a bit distracted by what's on TV there. Looks very strange. I can't read it because it's back to front, but it looks like sea creatures. Have they brought up weird sea creatures from the sea? I don't know. No, I doubt it. Anyway, I'm being distracted. Gary has just made me a nice cup of tea. Here it is. And I brought my biscuit tea, so all is good. He's sitting on the bed reading all of the stuff that you get, like entertainment, news and everything, and went down, queued up for reception and found out how to do the internet, so that's all good now. And yeah, he's on the bed with his cup of coffee munching his biscuit. Say hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
There he is, right on cue. So let's do the stuff. I brought it with me, guys. Yes, I did. So, for me, it is Thursday, but I know it's not for you. It is Friday. And, for Mandalore is the cry. So, yeah, that's the picture. We're nearly at the end, obviously, because we're in December now. So, it'll be ended. I don't know what I'll be doing next then. If, I did have 2 of these, didn't I? Like, 2 years on the trot. I don't know if Father Christmas will bring me another one or not. Okay, joke then. And this, this little contraption caused a bit of a stir because when we was in the taxi, it kept going woo, woo. Or it was in the car. I thought one of my phones had sort of accidentally gone into SOS mode, but it wasn't, it was this. And then, while we were checking in, it kept making us sound like a cricket. And this woman going, can you hear crickets? And what it was, something was pressing on the button. And I thought, oh, I bet it's run out of battery. But it hasn't. It was this one. In the bag. She was like, can you hear crickets? Yeah. I know what it is. The thing is, it keeps getting stuck on. It's the only way to stop it is to do another one. Okay, let's do the joke then. If you get a loan at a bank, you'll be paying it back for 30 years. If you rob a bank, you'll be out in 10. follow me for more financial advice. Follow Gary's jokes. Okay, let's have a look at the bookie. A looky at the bookie. I did the 2 frat brothers, weren't I? Attending their class reunion. Yeah, I did that one. When you reach 60, your beautician sends you this letter. It says, "Dear customer, I can no longer help you. From this day on, you're on your own." That was Michael Kolf. That wasn't very nice, was it? Well, as we got here, they did something similar to Ambassador. As you walk around, they give you this thing and they say, "This is a free raffle. Come to the spa tomorrow for the raffle." I didn't do it on Ambassador. I did one for the jewellery shop, but I missed the spa one. But I'm in it this time twice because I've got Gary's as well. So yeah, 10:30 tomorrow, make my way to the spa. I need to find it anyway because I should be having my hair done at some point. The day after we get to Portugal. So about 4 days time. So yeah, until then, it's Black Day. Yeah. Anyway, I had a little, when we got on, I made a little video. And I was going to film around the ship. But I've got a feeling that it's going to be hard for me to do this. You know, last time I did a tour of the ship. They play music everywhere constantly. And it's not... the one I heard earlier was Stand By Me, sung by a girl. So I think it was a band. But everywhere I've been, they've been playing Sting or, you know, George Michael or something or other. So wherever we've been, they've been playing music. So that would copyright me. So I'm not sure that I can do tours of the ship this time round. I'll be taking it out and about with me. And if I can do it, then I will. But I'm not sure. I'll just have to play it by ear. It was a bit of a struggle getting all the stuff on board. And wow, there was so much, there really was. And we could have brought some drink with us and we never did. But really should have just stuffed it in the case and struggled a little bit. I dragged my bag whenever there was a carpet. I wasn't going to be carrying that. So yeah. And you know, really we should have checked the sports bags and brought on the small wheelie bags. That would have been way more logical. So from now on, that's what we do. Yeah, easier. So it was all very plain sailing, if you pardon the pun, getting on anyway. And when we arrived, our steward came and said hello to us and gave us some extra coat hangers because we needed them. And got all our bits and bobs here, so we're all set and ready to go. And I brought my yarn with me and I brought some projects that I'm working on. So I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do them. And I also brought this, which is my old gimbal. So the one that I'm using now is the new gimbal, but it doesn't do tutorials. But this one, it does. So because I didn't get a chance to do them, I've brought this so that I can do it. And Gary said, "Why'd you bring so much yarn?" And I said, because by the time I get home, it'd be too late to do all the things that I need to make. So I'm gonna have to bring it. And if I don't get to make things, I don't get to do it. But if I do, it'll get done. And if I don't, then it's just, I won't be able to do it. And that's that. So I also bought this chappy. Ready? So I have all the comforts of crocheting at home. All the comforts, all my hooks. And this is the bag. I took all the yarn out and put it in a bag. But this is the bag that Gary got me some time ago and it's got my projects in it. I even brought a little book, little bookie too. But here's the ones I've been working on. They're in there. So yeah. Oh, and I broke this, and I have the pieces. I broke my zip on there. I'm not very happy with myself. I was just being a bit too heavy-handed, but I do have these ones. So this is the same blank, but Victoria made this for me with her Cricut. So I usually put my phones in these, keep them separate from each other and safe from getting scratched when I'm working. So now one's in a phone sock that I made, like this one, and this has got my hooks in it and my scissors and stuff. But if I wanted to, I could have the yarn in there and just pull it through the hole, but that's not really the way I'm doing it. I'm doing it with a genie. So yeah. Anyway, cheers. Go a quick step. Still a bit hot at the minute. Oh, so yeah, tomorrow I'll be exploring and finding our way around and seeing what's what. It's very Christmassy. Took a couple of pictures, but obviously we'll do more when we see bits and pieces. There's a lot of nutcrackers on this ship, so there is. Seriously, there's lots of nutcrackers everywhere. So there's a few trees and lots of garlands with twinkly lights in. And when we got on, as we embarked, and there was people hanging out flyers. I didn't get one though, but they were elves, dressed as elves. What I was quite surprised about is that there's a few kids on this ship. Not millions, you know, like it's not overrun by screamers, but there are a few kids, and every time I see them I think, they must be just not going to school then, because they've not broken up yet. So it's like, you know, some schools probably are lenient, where others will have your guts for garters if you do it and prosecute. I know some people must just think, to hell with it, it's cheaper, I'm going then. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to get off and upload the video. This is my first attempt, so it's a test to see if it will do it and everything. It's plain sailing. I've found out today that aft is the back of the ship, and you know, so we've got fore and aft. I just got to figure out which one's starboard and which one's port. I guess that might be port because it's port side, but then if you docked over there, then it'd be the other way, wouldn't it? So yeah, it might not work that way. It might not work that way at all. Anyway, we're in midship. I know that one. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one. At the end of this video will be my little video that I took when we first got on. And I did my hello, this is, you know, we're on. I'll just put that on the end of this one. If it's there, if it works. Okay. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye. Hi there, you landlubbers. Okay, so we're actually on board now, but this is still Southampton Harbour. I'm hoping it's not too noisy. I seem to have a little bit of a wobble problem with my, well, it's only a selfie stick, but it's probably seen better days. So this is Southampton Harbour. It looks more grim than it is. It's actually quite a bright day. It keeps raining and then we get the sun. As you can see, it's trying to poke through there. But we had well, it was hard to sleep really in the hotel, but it was very nice for what, you know, for a little budget hotel to sort of rest your head in. And I brought one of my pillows from my ambassador, so it was a nice comfy pillow at least. But we were across the road from a Fridays and a McDonald's, so we could get hot chocolate and stuff like that. It's not too windy. But I come out on deck because I started to film and I started playing music. But it wasn't kosher music, it was, I think, a band with a female singer that was just, so I didn't want to, it was just singing Stand By Me, and I didn't want to risk getting copyrighted or anything for that, so I decided to come outside. But Gary is sitting just in here with our bags because our room's not ready yet. So this is just one of the decks. I think we're on deck 7. That is sock puppet making there. I just think I've found him. He is in there. So yeah, it's the Tamarind Club is in there, which is rather snazzy, but we're here because this is our muster station. So any problems, that's where we go to, obviously. So we just got to wait until all the life jackets. We just got to wait until we get told our room's ready, and then we can make our way to it. Our room is called Barbados, if only. So blacked out window. Oh, I see nutcrackers in there. Can you see them? They're on the inside. I don't really film at the minute because I don't want to get that music. I think that's going to be a thing on this ship, that there'll be music piped places. I see a Christmas tree in there. That's obviously Sindhu restaurant, I think, that one, because it was just up from the Tamarind Club. So maybe that's what that is. Can't see the sign. Too much reflection. And me, you can see me. Beautiful. Anyway, yeah. So we're just hanging around. We could make our way to the buffet, get some food and have a cup of tea, but Gary wants to sit with the bags because they're heavy. So we really need to suss out a better way of getting on board with the least amount of carrying possible. So what I did was I had one of those like carry-on cases, but we checked it and carried holdalls, which so should have checked the holdall and wheeled the carry-on. So know next time if we do anything like this. But the only reason that we've got more bags and it's heavy is because we have longer to pack for. Anyway, we'll be they're still embarking, still bringing people on, so we'll probably be hanging around for a while. So I might go find myself a nice cup of tea and bring a coffee back for Gary or something if he doesn't want to move. But yeah, this is just one of the decks. It's huge. When I thought it was going to be just a little bit bigger than Ambassador, but it's not. It's a lot bigger than the one we were on before. Anyway, I'm gonna pause it. Maybe it might be all I get to do, but we'll see. Okay, bye bye for now.